Hello, hello, cookie snack attackers. How are you doing today? It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so it's Tutorial Tuesday. This is day 4, part 1 of 2 of our holiday memory series. Today we're going to be finishing up the last cutter in the series, which is our holiday memory gift bow. So cute. I'm just trying to make sure that we're actually streaming to all of the places, because when I tried to go live earlier and I tried to send the text messages to you guys, the first text message did not look like it sent. So I sent a second one really quick. So I'm not really sure if everybody got a text message today. So I did try to go back. I sent it a second time and sent a super short one, but it looks like they're doing an update, which is crazy, but it's that time of year. They're going to squeeze in as many updates before the end of the year as possible. So now I'm just trying to make sure we're streaming on all 3 platforms, and then we're going to jump right in, okay? Also, I have something fun to show you. You're going to be so glad you tuned in live. I have something really fun to show you that I've been working on that's caused me to be up until 1:30 in the morning the last 2 nights. So if I sound weird, it's because my sleep schedule is off more than normal. All right, I'm just going to turn this tray around so that I can show you. I might show you all of them. I might just show you one, but let me go ahead and take our banner off. If you haven't signed up for text alerts yet, you can do that by texting the word live stream to 540-870-0726. Oh, Trisha, you got 2. Well, that's good. I only got the last one. The first one, it shows it went to me, but I never received it, so I got worried. All right, let's take this off, check all of our morning hellos, and then I have, hey guys, how are you? And then I've got a little housekeeping. Let's see who's here with us today. It's good to see you guys. Hello, Myra, how are you? She says, hello, Amy and Cookie Snack Attackers. That's so much fun. Cindy, hey, how are you? So excited. We're everybody that is Deborah, hey. Hello, Miss Rebecca. Hey, Camille, how are you feeling today? Trisha, I'm glad you got 2. Let's see. Oh, and you got 2. Okay, well, that's good. Maybe it was just me. I don't know, but it didn't send it to my phone this time, and that's the way I double check. I have myself programmed as a person so I can make sure you get the alerts, because I knew I had to go on a few minutes late because I was there was an update processing on my computer. It fell asleep, and then when I awoken it, is that a word? I don't know. When I brought it back up again from its sleep, it was in the middle of an alert update. So it said it was going to be like 4 minutes, and then it said 6, and then it said 2. Oh, yeah, these late nights, boy, I tell you, I'm not team no sleep anymore. Hi, you guys. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Veronique, how are you? Hello, Facebook user. Hey, Becky Norton, how are you? Becky Norton, cutest golf cart with that gnome on it. Oh my goodness, so cute. So cute, so cute. Hey, Judy, how are you? It is Judy watching from Judy J Cakes, right? I say hello to Judy every time, but it might be someone else. I don't know. Hi, Barbie. How are you? Hi, Bobby. Okay. Facebook user. We go through this pretty much every other week. I can't show you an alert on there or a text link because I stream to 3 different places and we have a limited number of characters. So the 3 places we stream every week are Seriously Sweet on Davis Street, to the Cookie Snack Attack group page, and to our YouTube channel, which is seriouslysweetcupcakes.com. There you go. See, Myra, I knew it. They're doing some kind of update, because as soon as the text alert was over with, I got this message that said something about I could now set up automated replies to anybody that replies to the alerts. Like you can stack messages. So I was looking at that and I was like, oh, something's going on, because then my message never came through. So I'm glad I sent a second one. Sorry for everybody who got 2, but glad I caught the second group of people. Every time they do an update, it seems like not everyone gets the very next text that I send. You didn't sleep at all, Cindy? We're going to be a pair this afternoon trying to figure out our cookie con classes. I got to talk to Allison today too. And Becky, that golf cart, seriously, the cutest thing. Hey, Judy. Hey, hey. So fun. All right. So let's talk about what we're going to do tonight so you guys can get prepped and what we've done so far. I know we had 1 week where we took a break from our series, maybe 2 weeks, and we did some extra bonus things. So I just want to show you what is in the Holiday Memory Series in case you haven't purchased the cutters yet, but you'd like to still get the cutters. There's this really nice full-size ornament cutter that I designed that you can lop off the top and then make an ornament that looks like this. You can use it just like this. You can use it just like this to create a finial. You can lop off the bottom and have a different. So 4 different designs in this one ornament. It is not the same cutter as what I taught in our regular Christmas class that had 6 cutters in it, the class that we did this last weekend, which by the way, so much fun. Class is back up for sale again with all of the replays for $35 if anybody missed it and just wants to do the class portion. It's different, but it's about the same size. So if you have the other cutter plus you have this metal cutter, you can do like, I don't know, probably 24 different ornament shapes by mixing these up. Then we also did my cute Christmas tree, and we did this a couple of different ways as well. And we went through how to do this bow on the top. If you got either of the Christmas kits, you know that there's little poinsettia molds in those kits and little bow molds. So you could totally deck your tree out with some 3-dimensional pieces, either in fondant, modeling chocolate, or a combination of fondant and modeling chocolate if you wanted to. And then the very first one we did in this set, and you can see I broke some of my branches off. That's just my sketched areas. But this was our Holiday Memories gift tag, which is a fabulous place card setting. If you want to make some cookies like this for your family at Christmas, this is a beautiful piece to do on their Christmas plates before dinner and put their name on your gift tag. And in the coffee shop, there is a royal icing transfer sheet for this particular gift tag sized for this template, a royal icing transfer template sized where it will fit this cookie. So go back and check that out. And that leaves us one cookie. And you can see I kept my color scheme the same. Some of you did really cool, like blue, white, silver. Some of you did light pink, mint green, light blue. So I've seen some really great color choices with this. So we have one left to do, and it is our holiday bow. This is our bow cutter. Now, I store my cutters from our series and for the ones that we've created so far. I keep all of my cutters together, like the Tiki Hot series and then the Fall Days Fright Night, because for me, I know immediately, like when I'm thinking of a cutter, I can go right there and grab it. I know some people, um, oh, look, Trisha, you did that tree last year. That cutter was from Dots and Bows. I love that thing. So pretty. So I store mine that way because to me in my brain, it's kind of like cataloged in my brain that they're by set. So I can go grab it. But this is one, if you have your own printer, definitely print a second one of these cutters, because this bow would be great for any holiday set, any birthday set, right? You could do this for New Year's. You can add this in for Valentine's Day. You could use this for Mother's Day in your floral sets. You can use it for any birthdays, Father's Day, graduation. So this is a good general cutter as well, but I know people like to keep their Cookie Snack Attack Seriously Sweet sets stored together, but make an extra one if you have the ability, or maybe pick up an extra one from Dots and Bows to have just with your regular bows. This is going to be really fun. We're going to do something we haven't done in our group before. So for tonight, icing, really thick icing, thicker than 30-second icing. Normally, I would call that toothpaste. It's where it's just got so much powdered sugar in it that it has almost no shine to it. It has the tiniest bit. And if you really work with it, you can smooth it out. But we're going to be using it tonight to do some texture and to do a little bit of sculpting. And we need to be able to work it almost like it's a royal icing clay. So just down a couple levels from what would make it so thick that it would be like a clay, and up from the toothpaste or 30-second icing, because what we're going to do is actually put a large we're going to do some decorating underneath with a flood consistency icing. So you can use two colors, or you can use all one color and have this really thick consistency icing, like so, like almost so you can roll it into a ball so you can sculpt it, because we're going to do some sculpting tonight. And you need a flood outline consistency as one consistency, but you can do it in one color. Then, and I would recommend, if you really want to, do it in white. That way you can paint it afterwards once you see what we're doing. But we're going to be doing some 3D relief on our cookie so that this actually stands up. So one of my suggestions for you is that you have a little bit of parchment paper. If you have any of the Intricate Edibles textured parchment and you want to try that tonight, you can try it. I wouldn't start with that if you've never done this before, but I would definitely have some grosgrain ribbon. Let me lift this up, see if the camera will focus it. And it's the ribbon that's really thick that has the lines in it. I think you can best see it right there. Can you guys see that? Let me lift it up and get that white out of the, see if I can get over here and if it'll focus. Whoa, you see the kind with the ridges? It's a grosgrain ribbon. And I wouldn't get it if you have really wide. It'll be too wide to work with. You won't be able to see what you're doing. But I would have some of this for tonight as we make some of our pieces. Okay. So let's see what's happening here, Allison. You got to, what does it say? You got distracted. You're rearranging your house, excavating an area. Are you bringing in more new cookie machinery? That's so funny. Uh, let's see, Sharon. Thick consistency different from just mixing it. It needs to be thicker than the thick consistency that comes out of your mixer. We're going to be sculpting with this tonight. I'm going to teach you how to do some sculpting. So the other thing you need is some kind of a scribe. What did I do with my tool? Oh, I know. See, stuff is still out of place because I was still working last night. You need either a scribe tool that has a very thin scribe part, a thin needle, or a fondant needle like this one, okay, that you would poke the holes in fondant to let air escape. This is like needle thin. You need something like this. And then if you have it handy, it would be great if you had a Dresden tool, something with a ball on the end, and a medium-sized ball would be better, okay, than like the itty-bitty tiny one. So let me show you what I mean by that. So this ball tip is smaller than this ball tip, right? And then there's another one that's like a good over a 1/4 inch thick. So one of these would be great too. So yes, you want to add a little bit more powdered sugar. And normally I add powdered sugar first and then use my spatula to stir it in until I get to toothpaste consistency. And then I add a little bit more powdered sugar and a gloved hand, and I start to work it like royal icing clay. Okay. And it is a tricky consistency thing. So you will have to keep working with it until you find the right consistency. But you basically need to bring it to where it's almost a thickness like almost like fondant, and then you have to keep it sealed. So you might need to make the additional thick icing right before class tonight. You don't need very much of it, probably equivalent to the volume of your thumbs. 2 thumbs is what you need for tonight to work with, okay? And then you can make more if you like the technique. If you don't like the technique, you don't have to use it. I've made several cookies, so I'm also going to show you some cool wet on wet techniques and doing these quickly. Some ways to do it quickly. So if you have a little diamond dust, have some diamond dust handy. That'll make it, we'll be able to go faster, because if you have sections that you spray with diamond dust, then we can almost come right in beside those sections and pipe. It won't take long for everything to crust over. So that's going to be our last cookie for this evening, for this series. And then it is, let me tell you how many weeks we have left in December so you guys know what we're doing, because I know this is when everyone's weeks get super busy. So for the week of the 21st and the 28th, I have 2 things planned that are, well, definitely next week. I have several things planned I will be on for Tutorial Tuesday, but I'm also going to do some bonus tutorials next week because I have some other Christmas items already cut out that and have the designs done that I want to bring to you. So you have that in your arsenal and toolbox for next year. And then the week after Christmas, we're going to do some fun New Year's things. And I'm going to try to do them with, well, I can't really say that because I'm planning on using the champagne glass and the champagne bottle. So if you have a bottle and a glass, we're definitely going to try to do something with that the following week. Then we're going to start in with some wintry things like the first week of January, and hopefully by the second week of January, you'll have a full set for what we're going to do as our next set as part of Cookie Snack Attack. And hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes well, no crazy things happen. I will have my new educational series ready to start for you guys so that you'll have that every week too. I'll tell you more about that later. I don't want to bring that into this video, but that I hope to start with you for the first Tuesday in January, which is the 4th, so that it will be really easy for you guys. Oh, I'm excited about that. It's something I've been working on for a while, and I think it will make it easier for you to go back for replays and things like that for when you go, oh, wait, I remember Amy taught us how to do X, Y, or Z, but I can't remember what video it's in. So something along those lines that will be helping you out going forward, okay? Oh, Sharon, it's actually fun if you get the hang of it. Some people like it, some people don't. The thing about it is it's going to obviously dry like a big area of rock hard royal icing. So they're not terribly edible, right? But it is really fun to work with it, especially for competition pieces. I just want you guys to know how to do it. Oh, good, Sally. Good. I'm glad. Hopefully you're getting all your finals done for your class so that you can check out and just have a fun Christmas the next few weeks. Hey, Nicole. I don't know if there's a tutorial anywhere for royal icing clay. I don't think I've done it before. I don't, probably YouTube, just search YouTube and you'll find something. Now, if you're really uncomfortable with trying that, you can try this technique tonight with fondant. And in fact, when I first demo it tonight, I'm going to show you the look you're going for in fondant because it's easier to work with the fondant. But then you can go to the royal icing so that if you make a Christmas set or you make ornaments with your cookies, you'll want to go the royal icing route to preserve it so that you can use super shine or a confectioner's glaze on it to seal it. Okay. So that's it for this. Okay. That is for tonight. So if someone will drop a minute marker in for me at 18 minutes, we're switching over to just something fun I want to show you. So an opportunity was presented to me a few weeks ago to participate in something. And so I've been working on something for that. I have created 10, I think 10. Let me look. Let's make sure they all turned out as it was very late. Let's see, there's 5 on that one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I created 11 extremely fancy wedding dress cookies, like extremely fancy. And I used mostly cutters I did have to Franken cookie a few things, but if you guys are really interested in doing apparel cookies or fancy dress cookies or princess cookies, I will be bringing some things like that. I will be bringing some things like that to Tutorial Tuesday as bonus tutorials in our Cookie Snack Attack group. Sorry. Oh, cool. Sally says she's got, let's see, hold on one sec. The cakes turned out really good. I can't show you those yet because they go somewhere for photography today, so they're boxed up. Awesome, Sally. I'm glad you enjoyed that class. I had so much fun. But I love doing apparel cookies. I don't do them that often. For a while, I was really doing a lot of shoes. I was super infatuated with shoes. But I love doing dresses and fancy skirts. I don't know why. So I bought this really cool set from Katrina, and that's what I'm leading up to. the next time you order from Dots and Bows, they have a set on their site that's like party doll mix and match dresses, like all kinds of different tops and then all kinds of different bottoms. So you can style a dress based on mixing your top and bottom. And I like that because they're nice large cutters, so you have a bigger surface to work on. And I like them because not just the mix and match, but here's what I liked. I when I ran that what am I trying to say? When I put up the post for where I'd been featured in that bridal magazine, they brought me a copy of the magazine, which they do when they run your photos in it. So I got my copy of the magazine and I got so inspired this last time, you guys, by the dresses that were in this Virginia Bride magazine. They were insane. Like, no doubt, some of the fanciest gowns I've ever seen. And then last year, a year ago, I got to sculpt a Jimmy Choo dress. It was a $10,000 wedding dress with all kinds of feathers. It was just, and crystals. I mean, it was stunning, stunning, stunning. So I've been playing with dresses, wedding dresses specifically since then, but nothing had really kind of caught my fancy that I wanted to put the time in, because these cookies, when you are designing them, a fancy wedding dress could take 3 or 4 attempts to get it the way you want it. And it could take, 10 to 20 hours, depending on how much time you want to put in. So these dresses are something I've been working on for the last several weeks. Like, every available waking moment has been on these, and I love how they're turning out. I'm going to show you one that I think is not going to go to the photographer, just to give you an idea of what we're working on. I don't know. I might send them all and let them pick, but let's see. I can't show you the others. Oh, I wish I could show you all of these, but let me just show you a really, really simple one that I did because I was playing with textures. It was the last one. It was an extra cookie. I'll show you that one. Oh, and I also forgot, there's already a bonus video up on how to create these cool 3D trees. I put this up on Saturday or Sunday on how to do these sugared snow trees to make it look like ice crystals, and a different way to pipe the actual tree so that you could use this for any of the occasions that you need evergreen trees. So this video is already up. That was something else we were going to do today, but it made the schedule too tight. So that's up and it's already on all 3 of the streaming sites. But here's one of the wedding dress cookies that I was working on. Hey, Maritza, how are you? Oh, Allison, you would like a class on dresses? So this is a really cool one. I love this. I grafted 2 together this week. And then I was playing. It was just, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I still had extra of everything. I was playing with a sweeping pattern of adding different crystals, edible glitter, sugar that I had put diamond dust into, nonpareils that I had. I'm going to go back and paint some of these so they're highlighted. And then thick sanding sugar or crystallized sugar versus thin sanding sugar. So, and then some diamond dust on the dress because I just wanted to see how these would photograph. But super excited to show you the others. This is, of all of the 11, this is the most plain, if that gives you any idea of what's coming. So I hope you will really like the dresses I created. All of them were inspired by dresses in the Virginia Bride magazine from their fall edition. But I saw it and I was like, ooh, all of a sudden it was like everything I'd been practicing for 6 months on techniques and things. I was like, oh, I can do that here. I can do this here. And plus, with the addition of making edible lace using the frost flex sheets from Icing Images, took me to the next realm on some things that I could try and some new things I tried. So I can't wait to show you that, because the combination of edible lace with a little bit of fondant and modeling chocolate did exactly what I wanted it to do for sculpting a couple of my dresses, and love, 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 love how they turned out. So super excited about that. Okay, so dresses will be on Yeah, when I just have a you're working on all these things and you're like, "I don't even know why I'm bothering this with I don't need this right now." Just do it. When your brain's trying to work something out, just roll with it. Practice that technique, get it worked out, and then you'll know how to do it when it all comes together. You're not practicing a whole bunch of new stuff all at one time. And sometimes it's not new stuff, it's recombining things that you already know, right? Or tweaking something that you learned or something that a way you used to do something to bring it all together. And it just makes these fantastic projects. So, really excited about that. Um, Let's see. I need to save this video or I'd quickly like flick each cookie across, but I need to save the video. And so I can't do that because then you could freeze frame it and see it. And I promised that I would keep these for just the person they were being created for to start with. And then I'll bring them all on and show you. I'm going to see if I can get permission to show them to you tonight. And let's see what else is going on. I feel like there was something else I wanted to tell you this morning. Hey, Jen, how are you? What else did I want to tell? Oh, I did want to ask you guys. I'm going to put a poll up on Cookie Snack Attack. And there might be two. I might have to divide it to two separate polls. So I'm going to put the first poll up to see how many of you are faithfully watching Tuesday live stream and how many of you are watching replays. Because if there's more people watching replay than watching the live stream, then it may be okay to tweak a time a little bit because starting beginning of next year, I'd like to be able to work in one more live stream weekly. But if I do that, it means I need to tweak my schedule just a little bit. And also, my West Coast people are only able to watch the nighttime live streams. So I need to know if anybody if we're absolutely locked in to Tuesdays as the best day of the week or whether you would rather the live stream be on first of all, my live stream people that are faithfully watching live stream. Once I know how they are, I'm going to send you a very specific questionnaire that will not be a poll. I'll just be sending that to you through Messenger and you can message me back for that info. And because I need to separate that group of people. I think I pretty much know who's watching the live stream based on who's commenting, but I know there's other people that are watching that they're not commenting. So for those people, I don't want to do anything that'll bother them, but I may want to have 2 days, but I may want to shift my time to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock instead of straight up at noon. That might help me to get that other one in. Um, and a different day. I want to add a different day of the week. But then as soon as you guys pick a day, I need to check and make sure it doesn't conflict with anything that I'm doing normally on that day or classes or anything like that. Or somebody else that I know a lot of us follow might have classes that day. So that is coming up too. We're going to get that straightened out because I definitely want to. We had a lot of people from the West Coast that were able to participate in the classes the last 2 weekends. And I don't see them a lot in the live streams. I see them a lot in the comments because it's just too early for them. So I think tweaking my time by 1 hour or 2 hour by moving to 1 or 2 would still hit everybody that's currently watching, plus maybe give the West Coasters more of a chance to be live to ask questions, because after all, it is free tutorials and I want to reach as many people as possible with it. And then I think that's it for that. And I told you there's something new coming for you for weekly. Yeah, I know it's rough and it's because some people just work more towards afternoon, evening, so they're really not even up yet. But I don't want to. But if that doesn't work well for my East Coast and my Midwest people, then um, we'll just work in another day. Maybe my other day of live streaming will be once, and it'll be at a totally off time from these 2 times. And I definitely don't want to give up the nighttime live streaming because a lot of you have messaged me that what you do is when you get home from work or whatever is you watch the morning replay to get ready, and then you're able to be in the nighttime live stream so you can still ask questions. So I like that 2-part thing too. So just some things like that are going on, trying to figure out the best way to reach the most of you. And so tonight, a flood outline consistency is one consistency, which would be 18 to 20 seconds. and then thicker than toothpaste consistency to where it's moldable like fondant would be. If you don't want to make the royal icing clay, then have some fondant, and we're going to go through that because we're mainly going to be talking about. And Mary Jean, really, even an hour or two later? See, that's what I thought. I was starting to get a lot of messages from people. Like there's this whole other additional group of people that need something an hour or two later, that it's just too much too early. So they're not getting to ask questions. So they're not prepped to actually do these cookies with me in the evening. But I don't want to affect the audience that's been faithfully with me for the year at noon either. So you guys are going to get a really specific questionnaire about it, and then I'm going to try to figure out what to do. I may just leave my Tuesdays exactly the same and alter what I do on the additional day that we're going to stream, because we're also going to start offering up some tutorials on some project things, not just individual cookies each week, but we're going to tweak it a little bit so that what we're doing is a little different than what you're getting from other places where you're watching tutorials. Okay. So we also have had a lot of requests for the faster cookies, like what we do in our beginner level cookie classes. I'm getting requests for that, but I feel like my Tuesday group is really solid in being able to do multi-step projects and do intermediate to advanced. Like a lot of you have progressed from the Tuesday tutorials to taking the advanced classes. So we'll see what we do with that, but I am going to try to. Sally, you only watch me. I love that. Thank you. Let's see. And you watch at work, but you get off 2 hours later. Okay, awesome. Then you could concentrate more. And then Jen, poor Jen, on the way to another doctor's appointment. Well, Jen, you're not going to have those forever. They're going to figure out what's wrong. I'm holding the faith for you. They're going to figure out what's wrong, and they're going to be able to help you soon, I hope. Sharon says, me too, Sally. Thank you, guys. Also, don't forget, there's a post up there in the Cookie Snack Attack group about the Nutcracker. We still have to name the Nutcracker, so you have chances to get that in. I won't tell you what my husband told me yet, but suggested he suggested a couple of names, and I really like one of them. So, but I'm not going to put it up. I'm going to wait to see what everybody else puts in, so that you guys keep putting ideas up in case there's something cuter. He actually came up with a really good name for him. Okay, is that it for today? Anybody have any questions? I'm going to give this another 30 seconds or so, see if you have any questions, and then I'm going to jump off and finish up some Will You Be My Bridesmaid cookies. Got a lot going on this week with Christmas cookies. I just have to make it. No, Maritza, if you still consider yourself a beginner, you're a beginner, but you're doing upper level beginner to intermediate level cookies almost all the time now. So I'm going to say, no, you're learning skills beyond just beginner level. Like to me, beginner level is the fun classes where you just do 3 cookies and you're using 3 colors, 1 bag of sprinkles, and you're flooding, outlining, filling, and then decorating with sprinkles. That's really true beginner level. You guys are all way past that, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. If you think you're still beginner level, that's fine, but all of your work is well beyond beginner level. And then there's other people that beginner level to them is time. It's in their mind, and there's 4 different personality groups. Some people think it's the amount of time they've been doing something. Like you can jump into cookies and just catch on really quick, just have that super talented hidden gene that you didn't know you had, and you could be advanced level in 2 or 3 months just by studying, learning techniques, and practicing, right? Um, and then there's others that are like, oh, I've only cookied for a year and a half, so I'm beginner. But well, you're really not beginner if you've been taking all advanced classes. So that's all up to you. And I know someone's going to ask me that before CookieCon and the Sugar Show. Where should they enter their work? Not going to answer again. Totally up to you. So I know what I've been teaching you and what you're doing really well at, but there's not like a set criteria for what makes you one or the other. And it is hard to know. But yeah, what we're teaching on Tuesdays even is well beyond beginner level. And you guys are trying it. I mean, you're going right in and doing it and you're being successful. May take you longer than you want it to take, but you're doing great with it. So super proud of everybody and so happy with how many cookies have been posted. So you guys made me so happy in the cookie class, the Saturday cookie class. I know, Deborah, right? Sometimes third time out, people decorating and their cookies are so fancy. You got to get the right teachers, because if you are willing to put the time in and learn and practice, and you have teachers that can break it down for you, you can advance a lot faster, right? Than trying to figure it all out on your own. But that's the beauty of live streams and internet and tutorials. It's great. What was I going to tell you? I had another thought on my mind. I don't know. It's gone. All right. And CookieCon registration for electives, add-ons, and what's the other class? Core classes, your track classes. That's all tomorrow night. You get in the waiting room, you get in the lottery, you get your number, and then you pick all your stuff. And I guess you can set it up for 2 people. So pair up with somebody, see who gets the lower numbers to get all that done. And don't forget, if you're taking Timbo's classes, you're going to get to see me. I'll be assisting him in his class. And when I say assisting, you guys, I mean I'm making icing and I'm setting up and breaking down and cleaning up. I'm not teaching. I don't want to take anything away from the master mixed medium person that Timbo is. I just get to be in the room and help. That's it. That's my only job. I will be making icing. I will be setting up the tables, getting people things if they need things, like doing that. And then I'll actually get to take the classes. So I'm excited about that. And then I am teaching an elective class. All of my classes are on Saturday. I'm doing mixed medium, and I'm doing that. Hold on, I have it right here. Let me show it to you real quick. This is the cookie we're going to be doing in our class. This is for my elective class at CookieCon on Saturday. So we're going to be going over texturing, pressure piping, fondant or modeling chocolate, wafer paper additions. This little guy was made. If we get time at the very end of it, we're going to talk about making your own fondant molds. So we've got a lot of things. And the reason that we're going to do this in particular, the reason I wanted to bring you mixed mediums, is because people that cookie for profit or cookie for volume, there's a lot of things about mixed medium cookies that allow you to do more cookies when it's actually time to bake. So your cookies are fresher. You don't have to freeze them because you have things prepped. So we're going to talk about the value in using mixed medium on your cookie and yet still making it a cookie that's edible, right? Not a cookie that everybody's at a party peeling everything off of it. Also, mixed medium cookies are fantastic for wedding and special event cookies. So my classes are on Saturday, and I think I go from mine start at 9, but it's on that listing and I'll post that again. Also, if anybody's watching this video and you're teaching an elective or an add-on or core instructor class, put a post in the group. I'm going to put a post up in a little bit for anyone that's teaching at CookieCon so that you can drop in a picture of what you're doing and everyone's name so that you know Cookie Snack Attackers, in case you want to meet some of the people from within our group when you're making your choices. So, Becky, this is a great question. What is, I have not decided yet because I haven't limited or picked what I'm doing on Friday, because I'll be taking both of my electives on Friday, and Friday is also the day of the track classes. So I'm not sure, but I will tell you tonight what I think I'm going to do, so that if we all want to try to get in the same Friday track, so we're traveling around together all day and can have lunch together, that would be a lot of fun if possible. And part of that is doing being in Timbo's classes and helping. Then I'm only going to take one extra class. So that way I can have some time to shoot videos for everybody that can't go, because my schedule was so packed last time that I could not get you guys the amount of videos I wanted to. So this time I want to really pull some time back so I have a whole day to just do things for our group. All right, you guys, this was fun. I will see you tonight. I hope you have a wonderful evening, or wonderful afternoon, I should say. And I'll see you tonight at 7 Eastern Standard Time, okay? Bye, guys.